Hello, hello. It's Bane. Bane! Let's fucking go! Oh, sorry. Let's fucking go. Sorry.
But I figured, oh, maybe it's one of us.
No,
That's bold.
I was running from the mimic.
How are you,
And
Bane?
it was like, wait for me, I got little legs. So creepy.
That's hilarious.
How are you? It's more Disco Elysium, and I don't remember what we were doing. We made it to another day. I think we're on day 2 still. Yeah, I think we're on day 2. Let's get into this. Okay. Tuesday, prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Find Moral, the cryptozoologist. Sing karaoke. We still need to do that. I just can't tell you about the case. I feel like we did that. Thanks, Russell. I'm gonna get the body down. Still haven't done that. The harbor and ask for Everett Clare's help. Oh, that's right. Last time we talked to the guys in here and they sucked. So let's go to the harbor. That guy sucks. These guys kind of suck. Great Revachol Industrial Harbor. Okay, so strike, press button behind guard. Hermetically sealed door, locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kick in this one. Measurehead crushes all. Future belongs to Measurehead. Measurehead's amazing.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Oh.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
That's right.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
I mean, my body betrays my degeneracy. My body does not betray my degeneracy. It's unimportant. I'm with police and we need to get into the harbor. You know.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look. Ooh.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest, still say nothing. What do you mean by
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Looks down, you take a stock of your physique.
Things are not as bad as they look. Sure, you have high blood pressure from metabolizing heroic quantities of ethanol, but you are robustly built. You will survive.
I can see you were once an athlete, then deteriorated in your 20s.
How?
It is typical of your haplogroup. Let's blame the failed education system and leniency towards degenerates in your homeland.
You're making a lot of good points, Measurehead.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
What do you mean?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
Face contorts in disgust as if you were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat.
Alcohol.
You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kim, is it really the bed? Oh.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk, and drowned.
You're right.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them. Police, I need you to comply now. Race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Jerking motions, signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics,
Eugenics is bad.
electricité, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft.
Two of those are
You
bad.
made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Oh.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Duh.
This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor. Enough with this begging.
I don't
You
like
should
saying
leave
that,
the
but
stage of
it's fine.
history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
No, thank
Bring
you.
your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes toward the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Communism's pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases, above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from?
Got it from disco,
Degenerate
actually.
Youth culture? Rock and roll music?
German rock and roll star and rebel. Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of
Hell yeah.
cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I ask, who are the
The
Seminoles?
South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We
That's the way to
descend
pronounce it.
from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you're born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pay.
So you did not come from the
No,
islands.
I have heard about it on the radio.
You would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Revachol.
Yes.
There's some weights in the gym, hell yeah. Kim, what do you think
I
about
think
this?
this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
I like the previous racist actually, but I like the previous racist better actually. This is probably your choice of racist, but that's totally not.
That is understandable. The previous racist did not pose an immovable obstacle in entering the harbor.
That's right.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
No, he's right. Anything about this, look?
Does not so much as glance at the object.
Anything about this?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
Mm-hmm. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
But you're all part of the union?
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company I answer to the Union alone, and I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonees.
Sorry,
Now
right
leave
on,
me
man.
be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Those tattoos are you're supposed to be.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Just to show the Lorman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Sure, I'm not craniometrically superior to you. You're right, that's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia
Oh,
and sexual inaccountability.
what does that mean?
From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby.
A cute baby?
This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips.
They are fleshy, thank you.
Baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
Actually, they're about normal.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sur-la-Clef and the other Vesper.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians.
Like you?
Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you are here.
Some people have less.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober. Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Measurehead, I'm new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
What time looks to you? What was the thing?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then, to you, he lets out an audible sigh.
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race.
Categories.
Tipa, the heroic races. Tibe, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Type A.
Those are the Simonees, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding.
I don't think that's what that is
A
from.
receding genetic pool has led the Maun on reprehensible street parades in Maun cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Wait, who exactly am I on?
You know them by the names of their nation states. The Oranese, the Gotwaldians, and the Königsteiners. My people simply call them Maun. The Maun are proof
Got you.
that
Thank you for the hydrate.
racial purity and Tessocentric culture. Inbreeding has led to a lactose intolerant subrace whom no one can take seriously.
Colorful tassels are, let's be honest, not a good sartorial choice for this century. You might want to avoid wooden clogs too.
Okay, got it. Who are type A then, in your view?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities.
Okay, Misfit, I appreciate the alert.
The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular
Fuck me. No, go in there. Ethan.
He draws his finger across his face.
Overproduction.
We're learning.
of SIBO.
We're talking to a racist fellow right
SIBO
now.
is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more SIBO.
And who are the Simones and Arapachetes in this?
As proven by the Maun and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Simones and the Areopagites are on the ascent.
What's
The
the difference?
Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simones are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the
The
mystery.
latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Koikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people. To an untrained eye, the Koiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see.
He squints full of sage wisdom.
They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking al Ghul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato.
Potato's
The
great.
Koiko, the countless
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
We're not asleep yet.
City to burn.
The only thing they like more is dividing microscopic.
So, Kill, how are you?
Like political amoeba. The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial Pogrom. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The revolution came to Ravachol from Grad, in Zaraz-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and frontal lobe ridden with holes. A soft, sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucination, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal, familial.
How is everyone tonight?
A hereditary prion condition passed from the Khoikhoi to the Occidentals.
How's the
But
theoretics of
not
reflection?
sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of tips. The F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Lesser races like the mosquito.
He sure does, doesn't he?
Grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Semini.
How are you, Francois?
Only possible if the mother is masked and the father says
What?
the other way around, they fail to produce offspring. The mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey.
Son, what?
All they have left is to ride customized motor carriages with hydraulic suspension, listening to aggressive El Mariachi music to
Enough.
It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of self. Were there any able-bodied races you need dedication on?
Now we'll go through all the types. Do I understand the Aviates race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
It's the way he's talking. It's so, like, flat. It's just, oh my god. I stopped caring a while ago about what this guy's saying. Like, what is race? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. Will you help me get that body down if I do?
We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way in, without becoming a race theoretician.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am. He concludes. I am worried.
One second though, I don't have time to get any deeper into this stuff.
Lost, though. Buck,
Yeah,
I
whatever.
cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease.
Should I try punching him? What do we think? It's not great odds, I'll be honest. But it wasn't great odds for the other one either, and I got that. 100% try to knock him out? Okay. Oh, we fucking did it, dude.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalated. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Wait, what should I do? Rip into it with the right hook. Back up, perform a 360-degree flying spin kick. The flying spin kick? Doing the flying spin kick? Okay. Oh, do number 2? Rip into him with the right hook? I need you to be more specific. Okay. Uh-oh. To it. I got you.
Oh God. Wrong move. Your head is in his hands.
Bane.
Like a pair of forceps crushing you, and you can feel every jewel. Say it. I am a degenerate drunk. Take the pain, goddammit. At least take that.
How did this happen? I was drunk. The son of a police officer, help! Try to somehow wiggle yourself loose from his grasp.
Even under the increased force on your skull, there is no pain. Just the sound of your own blood gushing in there, feeding your mind with oxygen. You are a poor player of physical chess.
Dude, there's no way I get it again, right? If I try again. What do we think? In between 6 and 7. Oh, let's
We
just
still
leave.
need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
To his gaze wanders over the whirling's roof to the yard.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hook.
But I was fighting bad, unsavory ideologies. I'm a hero. Can't promise that I might attack him again. Alright, fine, I won't do it again. Also, we're going to get through the gates. I assert my dominance over him. But he's the one trying to provoke me. Alright, fine, I won't do it again.
No. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
No. I want Kim to be my best friend. Bane, where do I get a map? Hello. Oh. Who's this? And how is she up there? Oh, before we go in here. There's a hanging body in here. Oh. Let's just sit and wait and see how the computer gets us there.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Never found a bag either.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels
There
aside.
it is. You see a shabby little door.
Oh yeah. What do you have to say about that, Kuna?
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Okay, because that's what police cops do. I am the law. Knock knock, I'm the law. Silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Someone's taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear, I was thinking about justice. Amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
Points to a ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Mayhaps. Get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Gross. Empty tube of magnesium supplement. Tch, 40 cents. Yoink. Oh, has that always been there? Thought cabinet. Huh. Oh, wait. Doorway's gonna collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Green Kieran. No, it's not interactable. Oh, wait.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Look, Lieutenant. Someone left his cloak behind.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Look
The
around.
wind is aggressive up here.
What's Kim
The
saying? That?
lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time.
Motherfucker. Oh, that's my whistle. There we go. Now that's a huge crane. It's just a machine, Lieutenant. Like a giant hammer or pair of pliers. Nothing to see here. Let me have this moment of wonder.
His eyes trace the crane's contour as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
My gaze.
Yes.
They're all mine.
You were in the middle of something. Your cloak.
Exactly are we doing up
I
here?
was under the assumption we could ask the leader of this union to help us get this body down. This is why we're here, right? Or
Yeah.
it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
You guys take the cloak of mine. Should I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it,
He looks at the over the ledge at the cold pavement below.
well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
I failed. I'm shocked and surprised.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Holy wow, that's high. It doesn't seem dangerous, Lieutenant. It must be crazy to suggest that. This is certain death. Virgo almost pushes you over the edge. Right. I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time.
Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
Yeah, not right now. I could make that jump. Okay, so I have to raise that up. Hey, Kuno, what do you know about this thing?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno. I phase shifted through the roofing material. Before we go on with that, let's talk about how you said it was just some roofing material some gimps left behind. That was a lie. Push the panels aside, Kuno.
And then what? You fucking there? You fucking Kuno's kingdom?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
What was with the pig head? I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about that? What's with the tube of magnesium? Kuno. That my code up there. Pretty sure it's mine. Could I get into the harbor from the roof? I've heard enough of this.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Trying to send me a message of some sort? Demo tape, like some kind of a musician? Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. It's shit.
What?
He looks
What is
confused.
this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Okay. What's a tube?
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
Looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Is that my coat?
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all, what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
Can I get in the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig.
I tried that. It didn't go so well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Never heard enough of
Good
this.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I wish I could reset some of these, but so I need to get this up. How many do I go to make it there? I also need some of these. Okay, well, what's some other things I can work on right now? Place lost pool. I don't know how to do that. It's just about what question about reality or return later. She'll be there whenever you need info. Oh yeah. Okay, we could do that. Go to the Did we ever finish doing stuff with these footprints?
There are several footprints in the mud.
No. Okay. Hey, girl Kuna.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
That's exactly what I thought. Okay. Who's this lady?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent the cobalt blue surface feels right. The door does. The door is closed. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Look at the destruction. I'm sorry for this. I did it my way. This is where the magic happens. Sorry for this.
No problem, officer.
Takes a step toward the door like he'd like to leave.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
They're all locked.
The window stands broken in its frame. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's
not something I can get to from the balcony, is it? Nope. I don't know what that place is, or how to get there. Are we fully exploring here? Can I get into this?
This orange machine is turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen... You slip your fingers under. If you want to try again, then you need to have the...
Equip the pry bar by going to the
Yeah,
tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip...
Yeah.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it. But this ice cream make... I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later.
That's right. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Where to get map in Disco Elysium? Oh, from the bookstore. Okay. I can do that. What? Whoa. Let's try that actually. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the bookstore. Let's go ahead and take these out of my hands.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers.
Have I talked to this person yet? No. You see this. We have 1 minute until ads. See a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing a book. A good one. Hello. Just no, sorry, just hello.
Yes? Hello?
Who knows her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Sorry? She reverts her attention to a worn-out paperback. Good, good. I'm a
I
policeman.
know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
I'm not wearing that. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Tries hard to focus on the book stand. Watch her browse books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with
She's a
yellow.
smoker.
It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
You smoke?
No, I don't.
I know for a fact that you smoke.
Why do you think that I smoke?
Your hands look like they belong to a heavy smoker.
It's not like yours look much better.
She says, well, yeah. Take a look at your hands.
She is right. Your hands look even worse than hers, with tiny cuts and gushes covering your skin like a spider web. Your fingertips have become an ugly shade of brown.
Give me a cigarette, please.
I already told you, I don't have any. Go bother.
She's lying. She's goddamn lying. She has smokes.
Okay.
She sighs.
Maybe your husband's
My
missing.
husband? No, he's not.
So where could he
I
be?
don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know it. Right, got it.
She
Thanks.
gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books.
Maybe your children are
No,
missing.
absolutely not.
She gives you a short
Maybe your cockatoo is
I
missing.
don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I'm asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
All right, cockatoo not missing. Just want to make sure.
Correct.
Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
The woman before you.
This pretty fix its own death. Ah, fucking spoilers. Hi, child. I'm glad that you're allowed to be inside now.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Book collects the national recipes are they're all about lake trout.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Sirky, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
Oh.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Says the non-detective.
Sex crimes did pique your interest, but still, this Dick Mullen person only gets your pleasure centers down.
Like that one. It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Uh-oh.
You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
That's right. What about this guided cockatoo, storekeeper?
You must have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
I want to buy their guide.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice.
No.
I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
I've done it. I've done it, Kim. I know about cockatoos
On
now.
the shelf reads biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant.
It's been an hour already?
Egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook.
What's it about?
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I bought a book.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Anything to note on this
I would
shelf?
say The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Or what is an
A
innocence?
very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're
I just
a law
asked.
officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest or greatest. I agree. I don't
Shelves
know.
full of biographies of famous people.
Yeah, that's fine.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Sure, you can buy these maps.
Sir, the map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Rude.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why's that one so cheap?
That old thing? It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What?
They
What
didn't
happened to
get
them?
that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
This large map
I'm gonna
displays
look at the
archipelagos.
other ones.
You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Ala. In the
Yeah, that's one.
northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vimandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran.
Okay, yeah.
Lost little pearls of light. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of connections to other. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance.
Okay, that's fine. Picture, pictures. Nice. Oh, my phone just died. Ruby. My bag in hand first, you could deposit something. This is where I put my bag. If I had one.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Alright, what problem do these birds have? Read about the front.
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Right, that's pretty bad. Anything else?
It's not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food
Cook.
every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun. Often,
just like my kids.
135 decibels.
done with it. Did that not count? I have to read more of it. I'm just gonna skip through it though.
A cockatoo is this book talks about this.
The toe black cockatoo, its specific name and relates to its dark and summer paint. Looks as if it's just for film. There is something in dispute on this. Well, I want to see a picture. Yellow tailed black cockatoo. Huh. They are kind of fancy schmancy. They look like this. Okay.
Perhaps, in the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang-bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Sounds like a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
Well, a fuck up a two. A fuck up and a cockatoo.
You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
Just like me. Just like me for real. Nice. Okay. Bag. Okay. So now that I have the map, let's see, which things can I try? And try the novelty dice maker. This way. I need to go this way to go in there. Can't see nothing. What was that sound? Oh, that's the door I just came through. No. Let's go back up. What clothes they used to display? That's a great question. Sorry, I feel like I'm having a lot of like internal conversations just in my head, pouring with no rest for the bodies after death. Which I know is not conducive to like a good stream, and I keep kind of nodding off too. Not as bad as some streams, but worse than I'd like it to be.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
A gust of cold
Guess so.
sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Hey, curse is real. I figure out why it's still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
Just as though one continues to seep in through the cracks in the chimney. Because you are not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the Dune commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guelain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture.
Did I say any of that out
roots
loud?
swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
There used to be a coal plant. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
Check it on a makeshift nest that she has carved out for herself. Hello!
Where is this coming from?
How are you? Let's say I have my own methods. Unusual methods.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof.
Hell yeah, what kind of music?
Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
So it's only your workshop that's protected you. You should still do something to defend yourself.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining in her index finger. Your lucky charm, some kind of word. It looks like a regular piece of jewelry to me. I don't care what it is. I only came to tell you about why you haven't failed yet. Some kind of one?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney.
No, you're right. I didn't.
It sounds rather small and sad.
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed.
That's called insanity.
And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it dump. You made it nice and cozy here. Sorry, I don't know what to say. It's entropy. Nonsense is all the safeguard. Is all that safeguards us.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again.
Why are you calling me out?
Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
Okay, well, that's done now. Mirror. Oh. Wait, I can do the mirror again? I thought it said it was locked. Seems like the point of this game is victory, the absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory, ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories, too. Having things and not losing them. One problem, though, not a lot of victories end in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose? All red checks fail. Great. I saw an article about a 2,300-year-old sword that has swastikas on the guard. Like, bitch, that symbol has been around a long ass time. I mean, I also saw that article. Yeah, it's clickbaity because people are supposed to be like, what? What? That? What? Ancient swastikas? What? Forgetting the fact that that symbol existed before Nazis and didn't used to always have bad connotation. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cool article about the sword, but the clickbaity nature of the headline is a little annoying. I don't know if it's from the same place I read it, but you're right. I am a cockatoo.
Excuse me?
I went and read up on them, just like you said. I even decided what kind of cockatoo I am. Want to know?
I don't know. The most talkative one?
She's ready to put that question aside. No, I'm the fuck-up-a-two.
The what now?
Fuck-up-a-two. It's the one that always fucks everything up.
No, you're not. Don't think that way. You're just a regular talkative cockatoo. And let's leave it at that, okay?
She doesn't want you to be the fuck-up-a-two.
Oh, that's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods.
Okay, it said I can do the mirror again? The mirror in my room? I'm burning through daylight, Kim. It's a neat looking sword, too.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, Your face.
You said that I could do things.
Expression.
Oh, Encyclopedia one. It says it's locked. You lied to me. Renee. And try talking to Renee. Ah. No. No. Cafeteria. Hmm. No, my tie. Can I look through that window?
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn
Says it's
branches
not
scrape
timing.
the glass like bony fingers.
Okay. Well, track down my badge. Clear how you should go about finding types. Still won't cross it out. Miracles happen. Okay. Okay, well then, let's go this way. Is this the way I want to go? I'm starting to think, nah. Let's check this wall.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to...
Have I come back here yet? Yeah, this is what I need to do. I need to go in here. Oh. This is the wrong way. Oh, there, balcony. Breaker full, box full cigarette butts and electric wires. Huh. Just a door. Nothing for you right here. Nothing for you here right now, is what I meant to say. Someone's grown rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Number 29. Number 30. Wait.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Sounds good.
Tonight at 9 p.m., right here, apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Okay. Well, there's that.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself. Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry.
You've passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry. The option to start smoking becomes available again in 3 hours.
What's this? What's this little symbol behind my big dumb head? Right here. Oh, it was the cigarettes. Okay. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Okay. What's in this box? Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. Well, maybe something, but I can't do anything about it yet. Okay. Well, let's go call Sylvie. Have I clicked on these yet? I'm not ready to talk to her again. Oh, hey, a door. Oh. Oh.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we've evolved. We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches, or people having high ground on us.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
Thanks.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
That's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Catch you later, Cindy. What's in here? What is this place? Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells like chemicals. Hey, my that thing is probably gotten better. The jeans look worn. The wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself deep in the fabric. You can't wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly.
Take that about.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. Not familiar in a good way, you might say. There's pain in there somewhere.
In the gum wrapper? Gleaming chewing gum wrapper found in the pocket of a laborer's jeans. It gives off an ever so faint scent of apricots. Your mouth starts watering.
There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Smells like the end of some distant summer. The surface of another planet or some ancient temple.
End of summer.
The sun sets into the sea, but the water does not boil. Instead, it turns to liquid gold.
It's beautiful.
The world's store of precious metals seems to increase dramatically, and you are rich. There is a movement next to you, the shuffle of a small coat, warm like the evening. But when you turn toward it, there's nothing there.
Where'd it go?
Why are you talking to a gum wrapper?
A deep, deep breath.
Bitter, citrus, sweet. It seems to grow stronger, like a glow, with every breath you take, until a blossom of skin and flower petals erupts behind your closed eyes, made of toffee, cream, and distance. You just had to take a dive. Feels so familiar.
Ancient temple?
Yes, from the height of antiquity, a long, long time ago, millennia ago, on an island of time you can never return to.
Put the wrapper away. Okay. This entity who's been stalking you across the plains, the Gloomstalker, the conglomeration, the shadowy organization behind your downfall, possibly connected to the dreaded X something. Granted, it is impossible to determine its true identity, but you can remember where you first smelled its treachery. Yes, use the Tutti Frutti gum wrapper. Reconstruct the day you first breathed in her untrustworthy atoms. Anything else? How do I unlock shit? Good night. Thank you for stopping by.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
A little bit. Is that bed in the cold room yours?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Not the nicest place, but I guess I'll have to do.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Like
Sure.
me. Right now, I'm doing nothing at all.
You're a miner?
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. But somehow, it never happens.
Don't you have a real home?
Does anyone in a city like this?
If there's pain about any particular home she's lost, she's buried it deep, fortified herself against it.
Okay.
Shoot, Piggy. It's what you do, isn't it?
I'll catch you later, Cindy. That's where I came from. Door's locked. You can't get in. Great. Above, tarps flap in the wind. Forgotten hammers and nails rust. Okay. That was fun. Hello, what's this? Locked. Locked is what it is. I wonder. Okay, well now that I know that works. Oh. No, guess not. Can't break it with the pry bar.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Open shut. I don't even need to think about this anymore. Goodbye. Wait, what did I crack?
What do you mean? What did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband, the missing husband. It's the future leader of proletarian. It's
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
I'm only making a fool of myself.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law.
I am the law.
It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
Give me champagne, I'm going in.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found right now.
I mean, okay, she's right here. Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
But you say you didn't know where he was.
And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was.
Well, I found him. Nevertheless, I'm that good.
Very well then. Where is he?
She getting impatient, her hands now picking up on a random book cover. There. Our hammer-toted comrade was at the bottom of the stairs.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
There's something else hiding in her voice, though. A trace of worry.
I found a working-class drunk, and I thought he might be yours.
Right, because working-class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
I'm sorry to say stupid things sometimes. I didn't mean to annoy.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Well, you told me your husband's all right.
I did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic.
So is he missing as
no,
well?
He's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
Just completely forgotten about her book, staring blankly in the distance and said,
She's worried now.
Is it just me, or do we have a missing persons case here? Don't worry, I'm going to find him and bring him back home. Promise. He's with his friends, and he's not really missing. No need for the police to get involved. Don't take the case.
She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
Lots of missing
All right,
persons.
Go ahead. Do you have any questions?
What does your husband look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
He's disco.
Oh, thank God, no. It hasn't come down to this yet.
Why did you say that your husband resembles me?
Well, he's slightly chubby.
I see. What else?
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself.
Aw. Voice. She sighs, her voice slightly quivering when she adds.
It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Hell yeah.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
Well, if the jacket is really that cool, then I can totally understand.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in some park, or on the coast. And it's making her more and more worried.
When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
I think I got it. Thanks.
So you are going to look for him?
She genuinely wants you to now. Don't make her ask.
Sorry, we got our hands full at the moment. Maybe some to it. Yeah, I'll bring him back home to you.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
She tries to maintain a brave front, even though her eyes reveal the opposite.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
He gives her a slip of paper.
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Thanks. I'll get going then. Well. Spirit chirps and clicks and swallows fill there. Great. Can I talk to this guy? Hard. Nobody works for. Okay. Huh?
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Sorry, at 12:30 on that game. And we're already at 2 hours. We're gonna keep going a little longer. Let's see. Is it time yet?
Behind the dock workers,
No.
a ceiling height window. The hall. The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like where this is going. The murmur in your ears. This fan has two, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your fate.
Ra ra Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Dun, 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 dun.
You see ahead the door does. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging.
Okay, let's see. Okay, well, let's try Colin. What's her name?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Can you connect me to Sylvia? She may have reported murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start stopping.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Female voice greets you through stag. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is Police Column. I have some questions for you about your last days at work. Sylvia, I believe we met before. This is me, a detective from Whirling and Rex.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? Know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Ad starts in 1 minute. Why didn't you call?
Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the court.
What does the Union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
I am the authority. Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? I see. Maybe there's something else you can tell me about.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the union. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Quit your job.
You mean why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Alright, I won't push you on this. So are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Okay. Hey, have you seen my badge?
I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer? My badge is missing. Have you seen it?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Not my uniform too. God, I should really look into that. Kim doesn't have a uniform, and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
You see my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Actually, I don't want to know. I don't know.
Great. Anything else?
Have you seen my uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Okay. You know how my paperwork ended up in the trash container behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, detective?
No, I think I got everything, thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. Just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Bitch bird got what was coming to her. Sounds like me, alright. This doesn't sound like anything like me. I love birds. Oh, it's not screw everything
It
up.
was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
You're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on. I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry. Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know.
Sorry, I keep messing with my hair.
And then scream something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvie. I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end. Well, you're the worst tavern wench I've ever seen. Girl, just loosen up a little. Don't you ever party? Huh. I don't know. Truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
Thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gate.
Despite lacking any, obviously, it's going to take some time. Sorry, Cop 9. Womp womp. Lena wants to know what happened tomorrow. He set off southwest across the canal. Start by going there. South. West. Well, I can't go across the canal yet. Well. Is there a payphone?
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance, just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No use, whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy. A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge step.
I should go talk to Guard.
can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Oh yeah, it says day 2 right here. I was questioning it when I started. I don't know what to do now. I don't know how to do that. Because it's not connected to these. That lady's still up here. Yeah.
Looking for something, Aunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I don't know.
Is this about the questions again? Because
Does street have a warehouse?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Can you tell me anything about the reality one?
Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or?
No, physical.
I don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit?
No, I mean, where are we on the
As
larger scale?
mankind or as a nation or
As mankind.
in a good place? I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What's the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
About the one we had here in Revachol.
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
Coalition, what's that? Someone told me there was one.
Government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
No, I won't bother you. Well. You know, Kim.
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me?
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
Don't bring him. Go
you look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long.
You seem to be fine.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an
You
observation.
have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean
I hope
distinctive?
you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 45th precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
That's racist. I don't prioritize. Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
What's in here? Have I looked in here yet?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This
No,
big, heavy.
cannot look in the window.
An old monument stands.
No, can't do anything with that. What's this?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Probably some kids.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Your money disappears into the coin slot. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it, its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little
The
one.
little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Oh, ruins of some kind of building out there.
I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Try talking to this lady again.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Got some more
More
questions
lessons
of
in
reality.
basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big
The
time?
revolution.
Ha! And what is the revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did communists say they had our shit back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
So they should have shot more people in the head then. Surely a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I love that king. Fucking communist. I don't care about kings. Tell me one more thing. Cowardly king. Smart king. Cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral
The
rights?
liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it at all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took
The
everything.
liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far.
The laws and the people.
Who are the
The
coalition?
coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay, the armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution.
Mm-hmm.
It was the
I think so.
thing to do.
If it's working.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is.
Sometimes it works, sometimes
They
it doesn't.
believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head.
And did it work? Thank you for the follow. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? I have to remember what that's even under. If that's Twitch or Robot. I have to look into that. Sorry about that. I lied to you, I guess. I have one. It's just not working for some reason.
At least not in the same manner and volume.
But thank you so much
as
for the
others
follow.
do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
I'm strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
I am a cockatoo. I don't think I'm a moralist, man. No, not just technically, practically as well. I like what I've heard about these people. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not. 6 hours? 2, 4, yeah, 6-ish hours? 3, 8? Somewhere between 6 and 8. I've made what feels like very little progress. I don't think I'm a moralist, man.
Course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
When was this kerfuffle?
Turn of the century revolution? Don't
I'm only
answer
on
it.
day 2 at
It's
like
a trick
1 o'clock. Well, let's see. I don't know.
The revolution began in 02 on the Isla of Grad.
There's definitely been some choices I made. I don't know if that was the right choice. Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What did they do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Where is spread from there?
Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
Okay, next.
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar.
Our lives are not the same.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
What's the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41.
Yeah, it's mine.
Presses enter.
Chad.
Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
Elfboy?
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastic. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
It's been like this for how long exactly?
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know.
No, we've been doing all that time.
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
Were they?
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative
Hell
leasing.
yeah.
The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem to be thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova. This raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed
Better be.
for 100 years.
100?
My daughters will wear it. No, it's just...
She looks at the crumbling tenements, paint flecking from the stone.
We could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
I asked you, who are you in all this? Oh, some medical solution. Sounds like that drove those people mad. I would have killed more. 400 million if that's what it took. I would have made off with the mineral rights. I don't know what I would have done differently.
And I asked you, past less detective of the citizens' militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
I don't know.
And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead. defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
The cold runs down your spine. She gestures toward the waters.
Probably. Happily. No way. I wouldn't have fought with the communards. Yeah, probably.
The wind stops. There is silence on the dark water of the Martinez Inlet.
No, almost certainly. The Commune would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided.
That's enough about
They
the
are what
tongues.
they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
What is...
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
That's all for
Glad
now.
to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
I think that's all for now. We were going to do this one, I believe.
That's rough, buddy.
I know. I know. Everything I do, bad, dumb. Okay, so now, scroll thing isn't the best. Horseback monument. I could do the ceiling fan. Yeah. I think I have, actually. The question is, did I win? My nose itched. Go up them stairs. Go up them stairs. Get in that room. Give me my tie back, ceiling fan.
This fan has two chains.
Sure does.
Has it been consigned there as punishment? You swoop up and catch
Hell
the
yeah.
tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Oh, great. Look at it clipping. No, you put that thing back on. It looks so bad. Okay. What else can I do now? Not that. Not that. Trash container. The stuff that. Yes. Ours for you. I can make you one. I appreciate it, but I will not have any money to give you. I mean, I know you said the first one would be free, but I will not have any money to give you anytime soon. So, may as well not even start. What's this? Oh, that guy. I need to figure out what the fudge I'm doing. Can't get past that guy. She didn't help that much. There's like 2 things I needed that... Oh, I can try to get that now. I need to go this way. See if I can get my policeman cloak. I thought he was actually looking kind of dapper with this captain's uniform. And then I got the tie, and now it looks dumb. But, you know, what ifs.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Damn it. Oh,
Nope.
Sure. Just...
Ding, flap it. Okay. I've asked Kim about the case. I don't know why that's still there.
Yes?
Tell me what the
What do
case
you want
again.
to know?
Literally anything.
Ah, yes. 3 days ago, during that time, they didn't identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's... Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Good.
Okay. I honestly don't know because I didn't use will at all. Keep looking. Maybe someone else knows something. What does that mean, someone else knows something? Touch the ties and establish authority in the Hardy Boys' eyes. Huh. We can try. Can't believe I can't get this stupid jacket. Whatever. So that's it. Anything in here I'm missing? Nope. Looked at everything. Okay. Is that a woman? Pushy pew-pews. Why did something just autosave? Not the pushy pew-pews. Can we... Do we need something?
Fuck does Kuno care?
You know, sorry about your
What
shake
do you
again.
want with it?
Nothing,
Good
actually.
call, Pigmeister. Kuno doesn't fuck.
That's nice, Kuno. I'm proud of you. Says I can do something in here again.
The trash containers.
But
The
look
smell
again.
of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay.
You see, a box falls into pieces. Not much to see here anymore. Not much to see. Not much to see. There's nothing more of interest. The container sounds a muffled.
Why does it even give me the option to go through this again? Leave. Leave. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna go try to talk to this guy, and he's gonna be mean to me probably. I need to go to bed. I like this game a lot, I think.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
That's right. Honk honk. Okay. I'll talk about that.
Just get the dead guy's autograph.
Good one, Titus.
Why don't I just arrest you?
Man. Why
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Wise move. You made about fucking time.
Establish authority. Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
What gun thing? I'm the only thing keeping this town. Going to hell. You're not helping. Kim, I need your gun.
Why? This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What? Who? Me? What is it?
Yes. You. Stop talking out loud. You sound like you're unraveling.
Everybody calm down. This is only a demonstration. Kim, the gun, please.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
But I don't want to give you my gun, not after the last time.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
I'm scared her more. I know what I have to do. Trust me, Kim. I am merely flesh. There's no other way. I know what I'm doing. It's not my first day on the police job. I'm gonna turn back.
Merely what?
Quark got the remote past the silenced.
It's loaded.
Holster gives you the firearm. It feels oddly light and buzzing in your hand, like a funny toy.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
Okay, trigger warning. Jesus God. Quick save. Why can't I quick save? 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 F5. Well, okay. I want to point at that, but the behold the demonstration.
What are you doing?
Short cold barrel touches your lips. It tastes like iron and hell.
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
These are my thoughts. This is my head. You will never forget what happens in 5 seconds if you don't respect me. You better get ready to fucking respect me in 5 4. I'm not fucking this case up. You will respect me. I'm going to kill myself now, you fucking whore. These are my thoughts. This is my head.
What in the name of motherfuck?
He looks closer, squinting at you.
Fuck is he saying? Some insane shit.
Nothing. Give me the gun.
Fellas, the cop is really threatening to off himself. This is insane.
No, that is not what is happening. This show is unnecessary. Give me my gun now.
I don't like this. Is this necessary? Wait, we're gonna pause the recording. This is a bad ending. I'm going. Why can't I pause? Oh, okay, jeez. Look, there was an autosave not too long ago. We're gonna just pretend that didn't even happen. Oh my god. Hey, Lieutenant, we're still friends, right? Let's not talk to Titus right now, I think. Maybe let's not talk to Titus right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't really want to go to bed after that. There's something else. Something else we could do. There's something else we could do, right? Nah. Oh my god, I felt bad. Oh my god. I can't believe that happened. There's gotta be more things I can do. Let's go back in here. What's this? Have I already looked at this? Apparently not. We already looked in there.
A thick layer of coal dust. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. Nothing happens. The speaker comes.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the production shed? Good. Please repeat the password. Received.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can thank you?
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print key.
Can't do anything with that. Looked at all that already. Well, they said passwords have a way of showing up. I wonder.
Your flashlight slides over. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections. The handwriting is only outside. A cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals...
Yeah, that's fine.
This old fireplace diagram for summonings, radio frequencies, it seems. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins. You think so? The web is comprised. Whoever decides all of this is gone. There's no way a little basement...
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious the schedule.
Nothing. It's...
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a guy?
What do you know?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working.
Do I know
It
that?
shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
You never took your eyes off the window?
I might have.
Or off the work?
In this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You have to work on Sunday nights?
Odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Thank you for your answers.
Anything else, officer?
How'd you become a dice
How did
maker?
I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
You like role-playing games?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
I have more questions.
I'm listening.
Actually, I had other questions.
I hope it clarifies.
Nope. Actually, I lied. I don't have any questions. Yeah, she's back. Okay, well, Kim, God, what a bad day. We're just going to title this video "Trigger Warning" because God bless it. Ho hum. I guess I don't need the flashlight right now. I'm going to talk to your daughter.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
I'm going to talk to your mother.
Hello again, esteemed officer. Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Have you sought help?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
The things I
The
broke.
wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is your pendant part of the words?
This? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Small percent. How does the curse manifest itself? Not that small, I guess.
It's so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
Of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Here's the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
But what?
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
You bought Amherst? Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Why don't you just tell me right away it's a curse?
To talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism. It's dangerous.
Excuse me, I might have burped into the mic.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
What about the wards?
The Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
Looks aloof.
Well, I guess we're not really getting anywhere today, huh? Ad starts in 1 minute. Oh, you got anything new to talk about?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
What are you hauling anyway?
High-grade narcotics, illegal firearms.
Time to arrest him.
Okay, I was my friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those tracksuits?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
So, nothing illegal then?
Unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Is your machine behind you?
Fucking beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, the lures are pretty neat.
For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
I had another question.
Taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Got any smokes on you?
Don't smoke.
You're literally smoking.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
You're literally smoking.
Nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
That's the truth.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, you look sad. What's going on with you? Hey, Tommy, spill the beans. What's troubling you? My man, I want to know about your soul.
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Maybe the full-on, direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Tism cop. I think it said I can do something with this stupid statue now.
stands in the middle of the traffic island. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Why?
Well,
Or in
he
what
blew
way?
through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line.
Anti-centennial.
On the Insulindian Isola.
How do you do that?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
The man certainly knew how to live.
Horrific necktie. I'd like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. Wait, really? There's no way that's true. Horrible farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
Okay, where's he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Who restored it?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined
I think after this conversation we'll end it.
designers mostly thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time.
Oh,
A
it's
rare
dawn?
butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
I love it.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I ride. A little. I fucking ride till I die, bitch. I'm not sure I ride. Yeah, I ride a little.
A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas.
That's almost a concerning word.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
And that's why I have less than $20 in my pocket. Say I took some money from that manana guy too. Oh, and then there's pawning stuff off to that suspicious Roy guy. I guess I've made some gills. Sure.
Sure, sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Hobo cop. It's because of that guard guy riding my ass. The system's broken. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Fucking text me. I don't know. Why am I so poor? System is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down.
That's right.
That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam cup fingers in your pocket.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up.
I'm not asleep. I was just stretching.
We have a city to burn.
So chaotic. Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name.
What?
Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
No fucking way. Guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Sure, seems like a pretty big number. Help me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. Should I opt in or opt out? I'm not really sure what's asking me to do. I don't appreciate the 98% of all my money being gone, if that is accurate. That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
What a quote. No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market. Bleeding nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? Opt in, but only a little. Yeah, sure.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
Okay. I need skill points to forget it. God, some. Chill. Holy polloi. I don't really know what else I can do. I know I said I'm going to sleep, and I probably am, but I want to check one more thing. I mean, oh wait, I guess I can probably go to the pawn shop and see if they have a stronger pry bar for $19. What's this?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Where did you get
It
that?
was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
Elysium.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harman Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, and here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever, turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Okay, well, I have that now. With this playtest, there's a reel-to-reel boombox of everyone's youth. A little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly not that loud either. It looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio, tape items, and blast music into the face of unsuspecting strangers. Do I have any tapes? I do not. Okay, well, that's the thing I have now. So that's neat, I guess.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets.
Expect
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This guy looks like Renee, the old guy who was playing.
This is what the loyalists look like.
Petanque.
Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Are these royalist
Which
soldiers?
ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Like Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
A long, long time ago. This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
These even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
I want to give people hope, even we can do it. Contrast is meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. It's impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. My friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. Capital. Shows more nuance as it stands. I cannot comment.
Maybe.
Employ critical theory 9 times. Biggest communist builder is the achieve I just got.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Might be. Might not be. You have anything to say before I leave?
Hello again. How can I help you?
Zero high. $2 about. Why should play this tape right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
Do I have a tape? Okay, I gotta go to bed, or I'm just gonna keep fucking going. Okay, thank you for hanging out with me. Let's see. Who's even online? Pond is. He's playing Helldivers. With Lemon Steamworks. Okay. Love you too. Sleep well. Take care of yourself. I will be back tomorrow playing Metaphor. Then Thursday playing It's Like 2. And then Friday we are going to be starting Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Till then, thank you all so much for hanging out. Please enjoy the rest of your day and or night. Please remember to be kind to one another, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.